Alright. Hi, everybody. Uh, it's been a bit. That was just... Yeah, hi.
I'm gonna go to my room.
You're gonna go to what?
I'm gonna go to my room. Yeah.
To what?
Oh, I need my laptop. Go on.
Hi, we're live.
What?
Hi, we're live.
Oh.
Sorry to come in like that.
No, I am so sorry. I thought we were getting a call before you were live.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so guys, your ace attorney, I Apollo, I'm going across country, so today I'm going to be packing.
It is time for Apollo to travel.
Yep, they needed me in America. I'm going to Florida. That's where they need me.
Yeah, all the way from the west to the east, baby.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty unfortunate because certain parts of Florida, crazy Florida.
Yeah, Florida's not exactly great, shall we say?
Especially for those in the LGBTQ. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you could just say queer. It's easier.
I felt like I thought that would be disrespectful if I said that.
Yeah, but I know not everyone likes the term queer because, it's whatever, but...
Fair. Oh, I need to wash my pants. Oh wait, no, they're dry. We're good. I wore jeans to the pool yesterday, and I thought they were to get wet. They did get wet, but not. They're already dry. So I'm just gonna pack them.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. So where do we left off last time, if I may ask?
We were going to begin the trial section, the first trial section of Turnabout Serenade, which I know is not a lot of people's favorite cases. It's not my favorite case either, but it's one that I enjoy simply because of how stupid it is.
Wait, so who am I serenading?
The guitar.
I love the guitar. Oh, guitar, you are so beautiful.
Actually,
You are so far.
technically, it's the guitar's point of view, so...
Oh.
No, wait.
The guitar loves me. The guitar loves me.
It goes guitar, up together, up to the sky. So yeah, it is someone singing about being in love with a guitar, which is very Queen-coded, shall we say? Or,
Queen-coded?
No, yeah, I'm in love with my car. Is a Queen song.
Wait, there's a song where Queen sings about his loving his car?
It's either Queen or the Beatles, and I forget which.
Ah. People are looking at them. Alright.
So,
There we go.
is everybody ready for,
as my dad would say, are you ready to... and I'm ready.
Let's rumble then. Let's get into it. Turnabout Serenade.
Rumble.
Day 1 trial, day 1. I don't know why they have to do day 1 trial, day 1, but I guess technically...
Trial day 1.
Yeah, trial day 1. There are subsections, but, shall we get into it then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just doing laundry, I'm packing.
Alright.
Otherwise, all the things my mom would do.
Yep. July 9, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, dang it, it's not courtroom number 4. Judge!
It's actually courtroom number 7.
Oh, man.
Court is now in session. For, how do I say that?
Machi Tobaye, Your Honor. The pixie of the Arpeggio.
Right, his trial. Court is now in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is A-OK, Judge.
Very well. Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
No, actually, there was something else. No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes?
Say, you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease? Oh, what do you say to them?
Why are you bringing this up now?
I mean, you want to say get well soon, right?
Yeah,
Actually, hold on. He's got a point. He's got a point, though.
Yeah.
What would you say? Get well eventually?
No. May your pain be less in the future? Question mark.
May your pain be, you know what? That one I would accept that one.
As someone who, does a lot of chronic illness, sees a lot of chronic illness reels and stuff, and follows up, and then I see a lot of.
You see a lot of the chronic illnesses that relate to it in some aspect.
Exactly. Chronic illness, acute illness, all of it's,
All illnesses.
Yeah.
Do you collect them? Sorry.
Mental and physical.
You'd only be kicking them. You'd only be kicking them when they're down. You know what? I can respect the judge. What are you talking about? No, I understand completely, Paulo. Actually, I'm gonna visit someone who's terminally ill.
Klavier.
Right, after this trial, the Chief Justice's son.
That sucks.
He can cry about it. The Chief Justice's son? His son is afflicted with a most terrible disease.
An incurable disease, shall we say.
He doesn't have long to live, it seems. Well, that's depressing. And drama dumping!
Well, not exactly, just getting it out of the way before court, so if it cuts
Fair.
short, he has an excuse,
Oh, that's fair. Alright. So I thought to go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be in the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
Well, because, Trucy, sometimes life is hard. For example, I like a girl, but I can't tell her because I have to wait till 8 months, Trucy. Alright? Sometimes it hurts, Trucy. I'm sorry. Now I'm trauma dumping. He's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking for? What are you looking at me like that for, huh?
Alright, let's get into this trial properly.
I'm missing a sock. Found the sock. In any case. Trucy, you can understand how I feel, man. I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly.
You're in luck, Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visits sooner than you think.
Cocky motherfucker.
First, to review the victim in this case. Romein LeTouse, age 35. The global manager for Diva Songstress Lamiroir. The cause of death? Blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into the evidence.
Actually, yeah, let's see. Yeah, we only have 1 page of evidence so far. And now we have the
Damn.
autopsy report, which makes it a 2nd page.
45 caliber, that's quite large. Isn't it? Thanks for thinking so. God damn it, Marco.
Marco.
Hey, direct. My bad, I'm having my brain. The right hit from that could knock a man off his feet. I mean, he could also sweep the man off his feet.
Yeah, however, the bullet struck him in the shoulder. The damage to the body was slight, death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering.
True. 2 shots of vodka were downed. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram.
Okay.
This is where the bullets hit.
I see the. Why do I always eat whenever I see the court accepts this evidence? If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. The defense will take no more care in choosing examples.
As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
True. Do that. That doesn't seem to be the case, yes? That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet, when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible.
Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person.
That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime. Well, how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim? Please show the witness to the stand.
I am, your name and profession, please. I'm Skye. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert for him that night.
Emma seems tired somehow.
Oh yeah, I had to deal with that glamorous swamp all night.
Security at the concert, you said?
Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder.
No, don't blame yourself. Things like that always happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
That's not a thing
I
to brag
don't think
about.
I want to be hearing that during a case. I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
Yeah,
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer.
Awesome song.
You may give the court your testimony, if you want. Describe the circumstances of that day, and your discovery of the crime, please. Alright. Murderous circumstances. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage, at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
East Cookie. It was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Well, looks like we need a bit more information. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
Alright. What do you want to do? Your call.
Well, fuck me, hold on. Okay, no, that's true. We don't need this. The next one.
I feel like we ought to at least press a couple of these just to get more information.
Let's do this one. We were let in, though.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I gave the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Gee, great.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
So no other outsiders were there then.
And then, at the beginning of the third set, I heard shots.
True. True that. True that. Let's just listen to it all.
So press everything?
Yep, press everything.
So let's press
Or has-
this first one again.
Okay.
Yeah? If we're pressing
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
then let's press everything.
The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes.
That's right.
What was a detective doing on a security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods.
Hey, you leave Dwayne the Brock Johnson out of this. Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say, the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall.
Conspiracy?
Look at his pretty boy lashes. Well, isn't it obvious? My keys! That whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined. Me yesterday when the cleaners came an hour earlier than they were supposed to, and my mom woke me up at like 9 or like 8:30.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That completely threw me off. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my home to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case. Here he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them?
We found them in the victim's hand.
Well, let's just say he misplaced them and the victim found them.
Yeah, misplace them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
Well, you haven't tried hard enough then. Well, what's this, Prosecutor Gavin? If your keys were in the victim's hands, that makes you a prime suspect.
Okay, Judge, you need to chill. He does this like 6 times throughout this trial. This trial day alone.
Look.
Love, slow acting and new. A troquinine is waiting for you. Remember that word, atroquinine. It'll be relevant later.
Troquinine.
He's singing something. Not in this case, but later.
Yes. Yes, some say yes! Okay. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen, so I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
I see. I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean time on their hands?
Please, the testimony.
Fine. Yes. That one was very much
I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots, correct?
You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos.
Hey, no snacking in court.
And you're sure the shots came from Lamiroir's room?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. Hitunk.
Thanks. I'm actually really hungry. So, how about it? Emma.
Perfect. We were right. Hang on, I have an apple here. We were right. There. Hard to be mistaken about that.
Wait, I should have grabbed my cookie. Hold on, I'm gonna grab more cookies. Please, either talk or eat, not both at the same time. That's okay.
Right, so
Me too.
after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. She did find the body. Rock?
Glaring, yes.
You're telling me Dwayne the Rock? I'm sorry, I need to... You say rock. Are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
Judge, you are so out of touch. It's been popular since the 80s. You were around during the 80s.
No, I was born during the 50s. That's right, when we went into the dressing room. Oh, damn it, that's me. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall.
They pipe sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way, people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage.
Did it have to be so loud?
You don't listen to the governess with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume. When we walked in the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
If you can hear the music playing.
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. There is actually, I've said this before, but they did actually make Love, Love, Guilty, which is the Japanese title, into an actual song with lyrics. And during the chorus,
Nice.
Klavier basically says, "Go tell it to the wind," or air forehead, or Odeko-kun in Japanese, which is extremely silly. I'm not gonna sing it here because that would take forever, but you know.
Fair. Hold it! Doubly fair. Hold it! How do you know something like that?
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So, how could the killer have fled the scene?
Oh, wait, evidence.
There's only one possibility, the ear vent.
Oh, never mind, no evidence.
Objection!
But that air vent was too small. What could possibly...
Exactly.
Yeah, what? Huh?
There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child.
A child?
Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And of all the people involved with the concerts, only one is small enough to be considered a child.
The defendant?
The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Hold on, but that's just conjecture.
Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Air Forehead. I think that's
but
the
your
first
mom.
time he calls him Air Forehead. And
Your mom.
there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? Wait, what?
Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant Machi Tobaye's fingerprints.
What? What? Order that thing.
That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Air Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that event, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our Pixie. Are you looking at me, Apollo?
Hey, that's a reference. That's a song. That's a reference.
Yeah, Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. I was like, wait, this sounds familiar. This has to be a reference.
They included a lot of references in this trial.
Nice.
Hey, I was whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that.
Oh, shit.
The prosecution has rather a convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys hear drumming in the background, my next door neighbor literally has a drum kit and he practices on Saturdays, so that's what's in the background.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I always wanted to learn how to drum.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like right next to my bedroom, so I get the brunt of it.
You just look outside your window, you just see me waving. Making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. Fuck.
Yeah, this is not a great scenario.
I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough.
It can't be over already. Just like that?
Yeah, this trial is very short.
Very well. I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence.
The prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain, simple and clean. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain. Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. We better come up with something quick.
I know. They want to get us out of this. We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that, gulp sound effect?
Like Zoe Scoob.
Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that could overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you better tell us about it now. This is it. So soon, if I mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof?
What do you think?
And I wanna... We could call a woman, but I don't... As a witness, Lamiroir, we could call her for a witness, but I don't think she'll be able to provide much.
1 second, I'm getting a call from somebody. So while I take this call, you decide. Yes, hi. Yeah.
See, I don't remember much from evidence-wise. I just remember he was found on the fucking stand and basically dead.
Mashed potatoes? Homemade mashed
On the stage when it was raised. I'm gonna say probably call it the witness. If we get Lamiroir, maybe get to know this guy better.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That was just my parents calling me about dinner.
I want dinner.
We're gonna have salmon and mashed potatoes tonight. Since my mom got
Ooh,
salmon.
I love mashed potatoes. Okay, call a witness. God damn it! I made a cookie.
That's just your character
Prosecutor.
choice.
Yep. You think Emma's the one that chooses? No, it's actually me.
Emma has
Prosecutor.
her snack goose. You have your chip. You have your cookie.
I have my Oreos.
Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there is no witness to this crime. I just first want to say your mom, and then are you absolutely sure?
Absolutely. I swear it's on my career as a prosecutor. I just noticed that his ring has the Governor symbol on it. And on my million-seller hit song, A Troquenine, My Love. There he goes again.
That's too bad because there was a witness.
What? Really? Now? How do you come to process this knowledge if the prosecution clearly does not?
You need to sell this next line.
Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I just talked to him, and now?
The one time these flashbacks are useful is when you take a break for 3 weeks.
Yeah. He's alive?
Mr. LeTouse, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold.
Witness. You're cold. Don't worry, we're gonna find help. Help is on the way. You'll be fine.
See.
Hang in there, Mr. LeTouse. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is Siren.
What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not.
What do you mean by that?
All we know is what our forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself.
Objection!
Hey, what is the truth, all right? He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely.
It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear, contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. Hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for? Double penalty!
There's no backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
It's
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright, who was totally not still in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's obviously Emma Skye. No, wait, we were with her. Oh, wait, she's
Yeah.
35 here? No, that makes sense because she was 17.
All I'm seeing is a 6-year difference. They're not, my mom and dad are 5 years, so that's good enough. Anyway, let's see. It's Lamiroir.
Obviously, it's Lamiroir.
Wait, how funny would it be if we chose LeTouse for the witness?
Yeah, he died, so I don't think he... I mean, spirit channeling does exist, but Maya's not in this game.
Lamiroir?
Lamiroir? Recall Mr. LeTouse's last words.
Yay, I get to voice Lamiroir, let's go!
The
We literally
witness.
just saw this.
Siren.
A siren? He means the siren. That's right, the siren of the ballad, Lamiroir. Lamiroir was only on stage for the second set. And then she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we?
Actually, Lamiroir means siren in Virginia, not horse. I don't know.
That just sounds wrong, saying horse's mouth, because like it almost sounds like you're calling Lamiroir a derogatory word.
Yeah, I don't know how Virginia views horses, so...
We will now take a break from Detective Emma Skye's cross-examination.
Remember that wording.
Please show Lamiroir to the witness stand. Lamiroir would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today, we'll drag the story out of her, no matter what it is.
And Klavier stays silent. It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom. That's your kind.
Yo, what up, bitch? You can speak English.
Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it.
The fuck? What the fuck? What does she mean by that? What she doesn't know?
I too
What does she?
Oh wait, she's not Borginian. She's actually American.
I too thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I have a reason, of course.
What's that?
Lamiroir suffers from amnesia. I mean, if it's retrograde amnesia, then it's not exactly, wrong
relevant
to call someone as a witness if they have that sort of amnesia where it only affects long-term memories and not short-term memory.
Yeah. Sorry, I was not about the thunder. Amnesia. Come on, man. You know what amnesia is.
Lamiroir is not my true name. Yes, I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage.
Well, Lamiroir, have you ever heard about beating your head in and then hopefully those memories come back?
Well, she's even more mysterious than I thought. As noted singer Lamiroir, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her thanks to her success. Yet,
That's true.
I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
Doubly fair. Doubly fair. I see. Well, alas, Chris, I care surprisingly little about people's past. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamiroir.
Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness. What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamiroir, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yes.
Wait, you're my godfather?
Yes.
Sorry, sorry. Ah!
Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant to stand. Oh,
My forehead isn't that wide.
congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy.
What the fuck? So, my godfather, his name is actually Frank.
That's fun.
I know nothing about him, but whenever people say, let me be Frank, I just think about, you're being my godfather?
That's a very Italian-American name. Frank.
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. That's wait, how old is she again?
40.
Never mind. Let's just say she's a minor, but never mind. Tell us, what you saw the night of the crime?
As for what I saw nothing. That night I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then
That's what they all say, everyone.
Please let me continue my testimony, random stranger. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details.
We're good. I almost tripped and fell.
Oof.
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
I hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
I just realized that, like,
Yeah.
you know that hair point he has on there? It sort of matches up with how his eyebrows look.
God damn it. It's actually so true.
It's almost like they moved his eyebrow. They cut a piece out of his eyebrow that... I draw him all the time. How did I not see this before?
He's got very great eyebrows.
Yeah, he's got great eyebrows. There you have it. She saw nothing that night.
Oh, I still have more cookies. Let's go.
Nice. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be. Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go.
Well, you know what they say. The girl's like a bad boy. Ah, fuck. Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Lamiroir wouldn't talk to me about the night of the crime. He must know something, and I've got to find out what.
Alright, what's your idea here?
Let me see. We don't have really evidence, do we?
I mean, we have
We do.
these three now. Diagram, crime photo, and autopsy report. You know what, let me check the autopsy report for funsies. Okay. As for what I saw...
She wasn't given a chance to be told anything, was she?
Yeah, no.
So what if we just tell her now?
I don't remember if she was listening to stuff or not, but...
As for what I saw nothing. Let's do this one,
Alright.
I guess. Let's try everything. But you must have seen something. Mr. LeTouse named you.
Mr. LeTouse, how can I tell you what I don't know?
Lamiroir, he said you were a witness with his dying words.
I do not know what he meant to say, but that night... That night on stage, I was invited to sing on stage, and yes, I did. You wanna press this?
Yeah? He did sing. Oh yeah, we can press it. It was a great concert.
You heard me sing? Thank you.
Yes, you were beautiful. I was hoping to get an autograph later, actually.
Of course.
Mr. Justice, this is a cross-examination. You're out of line. But, Your Honor, I can't help it if she's just a cute little girl. I should not say little.
She's 40.
A cute woman.
She's old enough to be his mom.
Okay, and? And? Exactly. God damn it, I need to be careful with the word choices I say.
Yeah, you really do.
Anyway,
Okay,
if anyone
guys,
deserves an autograph.
Okay, guys, just wait for our Great Ace Attorney playthrough, which takes place in 1900. So, period era racism. Yay!
Oh, I can be racist?
You can be racist.
Let's go!
I'm going to make you the prosecutor once we get to that, because he is,
Racist?
he calls them Nipponese.
Nipponese. Hey, you're Nipponese.
At least it's better than, you know.
Yo, what up, Nah, Marco. Damn it.
Marco,
Anyway.
you're not black.
I'm sorry.
You're Cuban.
Marco, hold on. I'm not Cuban.
I mean,
I'm a lot of races, but Cuban. Anyway, okay, hold on. My brain's getting set up for Jackbox. Hold on, my brain. Go back. Okay, I'm a judge. If anyone deserves an autograph here, it's me. One of my gavel would be nice.
A judge.
What's this?
It's my autograph. Now keep this trial moving.
What? Oh, my grandchild will be so happy. Apparently his grandson is a big fan.
Let us continue, shall we? If you would, Lamiroir, tell us what you did after your stellar performance. I did not return backstage after the second set.
Well, you did. Well, that's what we think, right?
Yeah. Let me check my evidence real quick. Found at the crime scene.
Wait, the bro!
Sound it belongs
It
to
was
my
found
father.
there.
Yeah, it was, but... So she must have gone there? With that?
Yeah.
Do you want to present it? Or
Sure.
Do you want... I kind of want to...
Let's ask her first and then present it.
I kind of want to press for more dialogue.
Press. You did not return backstage once. Where were you then? What were you doing?
I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing.
They have you clean, girl?
Yeah,
Girl, I would have cleaned for you.
I need to clean
Oh,
up
wait.
my equipment on stage, obviously.
Oh, okay. And was Machi with you at that time?
Unfortunately, I do not know where he is.
Are you lying to me? So much for an alibi for Machi.
Okay, so let's keep the brooch on the back burner, but I kind of
Bro-
want to check everything else first just to see.
Okay. Now, my hair is actually looking good today.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. I was agreeing.
Yeah.
I can breathe. So with Machi, correct? How was he then?
He seemed as he always does. Though I believe he was shocked by the news of Mr. LeTouse's death. Yet, he is not the type to show much emotion. Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing. The questioning hasn't gotten very far. He sat there, waiting. That was very
Wait, did they have at least a translator with him or no?
I would think they would have a Virginian translator because you're legally required to have a translator for foreign speaking. But then again, this is Japanifornia, so yeah.
Like, who knows?
Who knows? The last time there was a Virginian translator, it turned out she was part of a crime ring, so
Damn.
alright.
How was the incident explained to you?
I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr. LeTouse died.
Of course, the investigation requires some security.
But Mr. LeTouse was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told. Both Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern. Allow me to apologize. But please understand, keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you. Yes, I understand.
Think what doesn't ring true about her testimony.
It's hard to imagine them more lying.
She might be lying, but she might not be lying, but she's hiding something.
You know what
What did she tell me? The night of the murder.
You know what I just realized? I don't
What?
have the defense patch on the thing for the layout. I really need to go back and add that. Oh well, whatever.
Damn.
You're just playing a video game, so you're not having your badge on. It's fine. Whatever.
Damn.
Anyway.
Nope. So the brooch?
Yeah, let's present the brush here.
Objection!
Voila.
I'm sorry, Lamiroir, but I'm having trouble believing you.
Ding. I love the little ding.
You remember this brooch, do you not?
Why, that wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime.
What?
Lamiroir, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? As Prosecutor Gavin just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Nani?
I love that it makes a question mark when flipped up. That's cute.
What is the meaning of this, Lamiroir? Explain. Lamiroir?
She says English is quite difficult.
That trick's not gonna work here.
Your foreheads may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
What now?
In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
What?
What the hell does that mean, girl? I'm just going to
But that means you went.
I'm just going to interpret it as bird calls from now on because I can't do an Animal Crossing voice.
But that means you went backstage, damn it.
I mean, yeah. Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that?
What's she talking about, Apollo?
Wait, when the incident occurred. Are you talking about that?
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Romein make her come in, right? LeTouse, can you hear me?
Do you want to read these flashbacks from now on? Because they happen a lot.
No, I think I'm good. We've seen this one already.
Yeah, seen it a million times. Witness a siren. How can a siren witness anything? What's wrong?
Did you see anyone just now?
Huh? No.
Could have sworn I heard a door close.
I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind. So this was when your brooch was thrown. That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it.
That's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch?
Her forehead. Forgot that was me for a sec.
Yeah.
She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
So, she looked in at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Her forehead shouted, "Who's there, no doubt?" A horrible voice indeed.
Fuck?
I closed the door immediately. Yes, his, voice was quite steely, shall we say.
What the fuck? I have a beautiful voice. My mama told me so. Mom wouldn't lie to me, would she?
Where do you think you got your cords of steel, sweetie?
Cords of steel. Let's return to your
brawler
testimony.
announcer voice.
Cords of steel. Well, that explains the approach. Let's return to your testimony. My testimony is testimony. That's for sure. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. She's gotta.
I need to get some water, actually. Do you think this would be a good time to take a small break?
Sure. I do plan on leaving around 4:30.
Okay.
4:30, 4:40. Around that time.
Let me just check how much is left in this. Oh, this one. If we.
Is it a long one?
It's decently long. It will probably take another hour and a half, so.
An hour? You said another hour?
Another hour and a half-ish. If we press everything.
That's 1 hour. That's so 45. I can do 45 minutes. I can do half that time.
Okay. Let me just grab some water real quick.
Well, Chords of Steel. That's right, guys. My name is Chords of Steel, and today I'm going to tell you about my chords. Ready? Because I have beautiful, beautiful chords. First off, we got the G chord. Second off, we got the D minor chord. Playing that correctly. We got the A chord. We got the regular D chord that goes like this, buckaroos. Then we got the E chord, I think, or E minor chord. If I remember correctly, I think it's like this. And those are my chords of steel.
Hell yeah. I'm back.
I was messing with the guitar.
I can tell.
And that's what my great Mommy Joe told great Aunt Petunia told me. She was a wonderful woman.
You want to take this line again real quick?
Oh, that's too convenient. She's hiding something. She's gotta be. She can't be the right guy. Lamiroir, you did look into the room, right?
Yes.
You must have saw something. Testify to what you saw.
Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for just a moment. I saw nothing. The late Miss LeTouse's body was behind a wall.
Okay.
Interesting. It looks like we can perceive something?
Wait, hold on. Behind the wall? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's ask her about. Wait, ask her again. I want to see if I can notice it.
Ask her what again? This?
Yeah.
Hold it!
No.
Wait.
I just want-
dialogue, actually. 1 second.
Wait.
There you go.
What did you see in that brief glimpse?
I had only opened the
Open
door
it.
slightly when I heard that horrible voice.
And shut the door.
I have always wondered, Forehead, does that voice of yours lack a volume knob?
It's like chords of steel, man. Just back up. My mama showed me how to use them.
The late Mr. LeTouse's body was behind a wall.
I wish I could just see the room again to see if that's true.
How did you know that it was his body? How did you know he was dead if you weren't told anything?
Okay, it was behind a wall.
Yeah, I feel like we oughta... Since
Let's talk about this.
Since
Okay, so here, hold on. A wall. Was there a wall? Was there a wall there?
Is what in English? A division or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room divided into two halves.
And the murder took place in the inside half. Guess that partition might have hidden the body.
But then how did she know it was a body?
How did she know it was on that second half, actually?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless she deduced that from what she saw in the first half was nothing, and then ran, and then the second half is she just inferred from all the conversation that's been happening.
You know what? Since the bracelet showed up on this statement, I feel like we ought to just
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
You only got one shot. Chance does not blow. The opportunity comes in one lifetime. You better.
I saw nothing. The late Mr. LeTouse's body. Oh, interesting. How did she know it was late?
She's gulping.
She's a gulpin.
She's gulp sound effect.
The late Mr.
Nice.
LeTouse's body
Gotcha!
was behind the wall.
Oh, psychological shit's happening here. The late Mr. LeTouse's body, you say, huh?
Yes.
Well, something's more about Mr. LeTouse's death than you were saying.
What?
I can see you're trying to not remember, obviously. But the effort you made, you swallow. Go, sound effect, if you will. You can't fool my eyes, sweetie.
It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. LeTouse have to be shot?
One moment, Lamiroir.
Yes?
What was that you just said? Why did Mr. LeTouse have to be shot?
Yes?
So, she's hiding something, I knew. So, you're in on it. I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
How could that be?
Take this. Lamiroir contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it.
I mean, she couldn't see it behind the door because the bullet holes were on the side of the wall where the door was opening, so I feel like, is this the right answer?
Probably.
Take that!
If I do not misunderstand the meaning of contradiction, it is you who contradict, Mr. Justice.
Huh?
Your evidence is meaningless.
Oh, wait. Go back. Wrong evidence. What did you say again?
Why did Mr. LeTouse have to be shot? Wait, how did she know? Because we were supposed to. Let me look at this again. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. Well, how did she know he was shot if she wasn't supposed to be told anything?
She's lying!
Take that!
Bitches be lying. I don't like a lying bitch. Tell me, Lamiroir. Tell me. How did you know he had been shot?
Well,
Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. Essentially, this is the document proving that, well, in your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing.
you knew Mr. LeTouse had been shot. How could you have known?
York!
York?
Sounds like a Mario enemy.
York?
Actually, it really does. You got York? Oh. Lamiroir. You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. She's hiding that she's a lying bitch, Your Honor. And I can prove it. With my cords of steel. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. No one's that sweet.
Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
Don't give her the benefit of the doubt just because she's a woman.
The hell, huh?
Yeah, she's a vampire. She saw something and I know it.
She's
She's a
just
fool, a
nervous.
vampire.
She's just
A leech. Even the victim said no.
I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. LeTouse had been shot. Okay,
Sure,
this
woman.
is where we present the this, because how could she have seen it if she opened the door and then
Yeah.
Objection!
Lamiroir, I may be eating chips right now, but lies are hardly becoming such a creature. Put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Come on, can I just be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lamiroir, you look at... Damn it, Lamiroir, you looked in front of the door for just a moment. A moment. Right?
Yes, that is so.
No? There are bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall. But they were in the wall of the door is on. The door is on. Assuming that you were merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes at all. So, in other words, you're a lying bitch. I don't like liars. Lamiroir,
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
And I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yeah. The happenings in the trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia. You understand, your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid targeting.
Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing.
But she knew how Mr. LeTouse died, and her name, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamiroir, something! Where's my belt? Very well. Lamiroir, please continue your testimony. Oh, there's my belt.
Very well. I shall. Witness testimony, let's go. What I saw, two! What I saw, two! I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was
Sure.
something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were two shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was.
Okay. What you say? All right. So you did witness it. So you did witness the crime. Okay. And the killer was a grown person, you say?
This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Elfhead.
I'm awesome.
You sure are, Apollo. You sure are.
Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin your cross-examination.
Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lamiroir. What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
This whole thing just smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Am I out of cologne?
Damn, that sucks.
I run out of my favorite cologne. Oh well.
That sucks.
I was sorry. Continue. My bad.
Do you want to press stuff, or do you want to just do the answer so we can get this over with faster?
Let's get the let's get the answer. A wrong person? That's a little vague.
I'm sorry. My skill with the language is lacking, I know.
Hey, it's okay if you're lacking. It's okay.
Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was a male or a female.
It was a man. A young man.
And you serve that.
Yes, his voice was quite clear.
Voice.
Well, looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter.
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. So you heard the voice. But wait. Couldn't that have
So
been
dumb
Victor?
question.
Mr. LeTouse? Yeah?
There was a small window, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if the... Okay, stupid question, because I'm just using my brain for once.
Okay.
So, could the shooter have shot them in... But no, but then there's the gun at the door. Never mind. My dumb question's over.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to
Dumb
ask
question's
if, like,
over.
Since her grasp of English isn't that great, could the small window be something else?
No, I was thinking, like... Because, like, you know, in the first case, there was, like, a guy who shot someone through from the drawer. What if it's, like, from that small window, somebody shot them, and the little boy was just scared and ran up to the vents, because if you heard a gunshot, my first thought would be, get out of there.
Not to mention the fact
then
that
again-
he's literally 14 and has no gun training.
Yeah. And also, but then it's like, okay, why the gun inside the main room, right? So I don't know. It just that just came to thought.
Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. LeTouse? Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. LeTouse who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed.
So you were out the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man.
Apollo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't lucky.
Indeed.
Oh no, I'm dropping shit.
Kind of just getting ready. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light.
Right, I think I've packed all my clothes, so we're good there.
About what exactly? Again,
About the testimony.
I don't think it's contradictory. I think it's pretty good.
Is it?
I don't know.
Because we didn't see anyone come running out. So how could there have been a young man there? And we already know the vent is too small for a grown adult to join, to go through.
True. We'll say it's contradictory. Though it pains me to say this, there's something about Lamor's testimony that rings false.
Bravo, Airforehead. You're colder than I thought.
Listen, I don't like a lying bitch. I'm sure you remember that the problem is as well as I do, Mr. Gavin. Alright. As has been established, no grown man could have passed through the air vent. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime.
But that means Lamiroir has to be lying.
And I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eye on this. I hate people that lie. That's why I don't lie as much anymore.
As much anymore.
I didn't know. I used to be a notorious liar. Believe me, the idea was tempting. I actually was used to, or probably still am, very good at lying. But I don't use my lying skills anymore because I broke my mom's trust once, and I try not to do that again.
No. It is as Airforehead says. Yet, this is not the only contradiction within her testimony.
What next? What are you talking about?
Lamiroir, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the Siren of the Ballad, and lies do not become such a creature.
What? What is this supposed to get me?
Apollo, what's he talking about?
How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that?
I recall the state of the crime scene quite well.
The state of the room?
Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. Lamiroir, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense, but my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser.
Objection!
But he's the only eyewitness that we have, damn it!
Shut up, Justice. So you say. And the victim named her the Siren as the witness?
That's right. That's what Mr. LeTouse.
We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility. And it brought us to this. Herr Judge,
Yeah.
the prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please.
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. Why? Why am I doing that, huh? Why? There was indeed a questionable question of the witness credibility. But if Lamiroir can't testify,
Now you
we're
have a
fucked.
chance of proving Machi's innocence.
Exactly, we're fucked.
Yeah.
This cross-examination is over, Prosecutor Gavin.
We're fucked.
You may continue making your crime.
Danke. Now where were we? Yes, I would like to hear from Fräulein Detective.
Objection!
Wait, let me hear Lamiroir's testimony one last time.
But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as a need to arise, this witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. Anyway,
Putting a man in jail.
at last, back to the real trial. Ready,
Ah.
Elfhead?
Well, I would just missed my only chance.
Fräulein Detective, how far have we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I'd never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Skye.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. LeTouse's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
tell you this. There was only one door in the room. And a witness was standing in. Ah, fuck words.
Standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have had a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant. A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting my medications. It does state a clear case. So, reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh? What's that?
The circumstances of the defendant are correct.
Guitar, up together to the sky, baby.
The circumstances? The circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we got Machi? That was bizarre.
She's right. Why did Mr. LeTouse's body disappear from the room and end up on top of the stage's tower? Holding a guitar, no less. Hey, you wanted to die flashing like, okay?
A perceptive observation, Judge. Remember, he was already dead by that point.
That's true. Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You got a nose for these things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself. Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us? Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? Anyway, ready to listen to the guitar serenade again?
Sure.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamiroir's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim, and Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Lamiroir's song.
Yes, the guitar serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not?
It's code?
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held on to so tightly was stolen.
Yeah. And prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Gavin's signature looks annoying to write.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, how does he take the time to write it?
I don't know. You just kind of you practice it enough, and it gets to be second nature.
Fair. Mr. LeTouse's life was taken by a bullet.
The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, up together to the sky.
That was mad. It's like a story out of some foreign fairy tale. Fucking fuck.
You know, I've always wondered why Emma has, like, not kitten heels, but, like, heels in general. She used to wear sneakers and stuff, and, like, you know, Demonias or whatever, Mary Jane's, but now she's wearing heels. That's not really conducive to good crime scene etiquette. You need to wear flat shoes for a crime scene, otherwise the heels might, you know, whatever.
Fuck
Anyway,
it up.
rant over.
I admit, I had forgotten about the song, but there is now waiting for me, a grand final, as it were.
Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that.
I heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. What, killing?
It's a wild world out there, Judge.
Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next cross-examination.
Hell yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
Well, I am. Unless you just want to get this over with. There is one statement in here that seems very suspicious. What does that mean, practically left his signature?
True. Let me hear it.
Move it!
What do you mean by the signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
The bullet holes?
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in it.
And that means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range.
Difficult to say, to miss, you say.
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious.
Machi! He can't see. That's why he missed? It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
Fair. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed. Those bullet holes will come back to haunt me. Think, Justice, what do I do now?
What do you think? Obviously,
I think we...
fact.
Yeah.
What, were you gonna say sit back and watch?
No. It was kind of getting interesting. I wanted to sit back. Sure, there were no bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh, how so?
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why it could dislocate their shoulder.
Does Machi have a dislocated shoulder? I don't think so.
God damn it.
I don't think so.
Exactly. The defendant Machi Tobaye, as you can see, tiny. It's not hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his arm.
His aim.
A convincing argument to be sure. Take that, smug prosecution.
This is basically the only time I see this smug smile spray, and it's adorable. Look at him.
Haha.
I love you,
I got
Apollo.
I did it. I'm awesome.
Apollo?
Lucy, yes. What?
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
What? Oh.
It doesn't matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Oh, Will. I just really put my foot in it this time.
Canonical Craigsayer. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
Very well. The witness will add this to their testimony.
Right. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind. Well, speaking of the crime scene, hey, check out the supposed name here. It looks like he wrote it in his own blood?
Yeah?
So, the question is, if it's all smudged like that, how could Machi have seen that to do that? You know?
You see, he is so sensitive to sound, he heard him drawing the name.
How did he know
Yep.
he was writing his name, though?
Well, you see here, continuity errors.
Let's just present
I
this
blame-
here.
Presented. I blame continuity.
Hey, Emma.
The prosecution holds that shooter could see. Huh.
A scientific conclusion based on a thorough examination of the crime scene, yes.
You would think so, huh? Apparently, that's not enough. Not true enough. I have a certain piece of evidence that I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim.
What?
Yep.
I love Klavier's blank stare with that
This-
pose. He's just
This
like,
is that evidence. That is true. He has a very nice stare. He can stare into my eyes every now.
not being the gay allegations.
No, I'm not. No, I really am not. All right, I packed my suitcase, my backpack, practically packed. Oh, my mouse! I almost forgot my mouse. The photograph, the crime scene. I've heard much for the smirk on the prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no such a thing twice. Time to press on.
Don't think twice.
I don't think I will. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
Then perhaps you'd best show us this something.
Okay, here,
Get your
it says here,
finger-
your mom.
Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Very well. Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Brown.
The contradiction of the crime scene is the smudge here.
Take that!
Hey, the contradiction is right here.
The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision, but it really was blurry. The way the victim's hands raised above his head, much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha! I get it. At least I think I get it. Good, what?
You got it, Trucy.
When Mr. LeTouse was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me, Trucy. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat! I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I.
No one has anything else to say? About what? So the prosecution accepts this? You agree? This was the victim's making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. LeTouse was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was. But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind. Ah! Oh, I'm so stupid.
That is a naughty moment, though, right?
Nani?
Yet, the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out their blood and their name in blood otherwise? He couldn't have been the shooter. May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobaye, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter.
Impossible. Order.
Please, order, I say. Please explain this to me what all this means. Come on, Judge.
Use your brain. I mean, looking at this photo, it's quite clear that Shooter could see. Yep. Up until now.
It seems I owe the court an apology.
Huh?
The governors are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently, this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I'm not sure. I like the vibe of what I'm getting at here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like
Is
he
he being
knows
an asshole?
something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
This is being an asshole. See?
I've got an idea. Let's rock! With these documents. But before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective. If I may? What? Tell me, do you think that Machi Tobaye is blind? Huh?
He's not actually blind.
You'll see.
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course. He's the blind pianist, right? So he doesn't Lamiroir leave him around by the hand all the time?
No way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Machi Tobaye. According to this, Machi Tobaye can see perfectly well. What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
Objection!
But you said.
What did I say exactly? Have that not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fräulein Detective.
But that's
A significant fact, yes. Consider, Machi Tobaye sees, and he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. Wait, so he's part of Seas? Like from Persona 3? I'm kidding.
God damn it.
I see no problem with this. But what about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Alpha had neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the 45 caliber. A simple accident, in other words.
God damn it.
How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off the brightest skies.
I fucking hate you.
This is where the real fun begins, Alpha.
Why? Why did you have me laughing all that? Acting all confident, you fucking asshole.
That's what prosecutors do, baby. Anyway.
I don't know where you live, damn it.
I know you didn't have a cook. You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah,
Exactly.
apologize. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize.
He's angered Trucy now. Look out.
He's angered the Trucy now. Look out.
He's angered the Trucy now. If we can please end the speaker.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to go convict the defendant. Don't say that.
Ah, aha!
What?
This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seems to be what happened, yes.
He might be able to find out what was really written here.
Really? You can do that?
That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it?
Oh my god.
It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Yes. Have we done those tests yet? As if I'm going to tell you. The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now? Would you look at that? Right. Go for it, Apollo.
I have to do the test.
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. forcing you to do all of the forensic stuff that she wants to do.
A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere.
Yeah, Sherlock was trying to invent it.
Yes, I believe it was an analysis. It's called. It calls for that.
Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. Actually, here's my glasses. You wear them. Then you can see all the luminol. Just press X to spray an area. Here, give it a try.
The eye of the entire court based on me.
Apollo, your hand's shaking.
I'm nervous, Trucy. What do you want from me? At first I was afraid. I was petrified. But at least I'm glad that you're here by my side.
Aw, thanks, Polly. That's sweet.
God, let's do this. Let's just get this. Let's just do this already.
Hooray. Okay. What the heck does that mean?
They look like numbers.
Yeah. IPY... IP...
Oh my gosh, he sent us the IP address.
Or maybe international police? I don't know.
Damn, that too.
Actually, it spells
Okay.
Leon when upside down. That's a little tongue-and-rumpa joke for all you people out there. I have never played it, but it exists.
Nice. Well, it really works.
Sure does. This must be the power of science. It
The
says...
future is now, thanks to science.
Exactly. IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name?
So they're a test
robot?
subject.
Maybe it is if the killer was a robot, says Judge.
Agreed.
Aha!
Maybe-
I have it!
So what is it?
I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. Ooh, Mom brought up all of the mashed potatoes. Looking good, looking good.
Let's go. I want mashed potatoes.
Yummy.
I want taters. Mashed potatoes. Okay.
I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes. Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Why would Mr. LeTouse even know a number like that?
Good show,
Unless-
light detective. Rock on. Huh?
But I'm the one who did it.
You're on up. You can verify this number immediately. I mean,
Amen.
she is the one who brought up the idea of luminol.
That is true.
Daryan, are you there? Come up to the witness stand.
Oh my god! Alright. I can do this guy again.
Daryan, you have what we need. You go check into this Interpol ID number.
No, sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, be 27. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. If this number is really that of an Interpol agent,
Oh, wait, I know. What if Machi Tobaye is really an undercover Interpol agent? That would be a possibility. He's 14.
What if he's actually 6, 8, 19, 40 in disguise as a 14-year-old?
and one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
I need more records. Why did LeTouse know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well,
we have
sorry.
some time while we await Daryan's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobaye.
What are you talking about?
For all I fine, Detective. Please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could in fact see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Ballad?
Me? Well,
Machi Tobaye
you see... Sorry.
pretended he was blind. You know why? How did he know? Wait. Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
Yep, that's why he's making a scene, Trucy. He knows from the start of this trial, he's been leading us on.
Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. I need anything else? What does this have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Machi Tobaye pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. I'm getting the picture now.
Was he... Is he like a mini bodyguard?
Well, we'll see.
It wasn't for himself? Well, Mr. Justice. Alright. No evidence.
Alright.
Or evidence. I'm sorry if it's sounding a little distracted. I'm just making sure I got my stuff.
Alright.
But we're getting close soon to leave. Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means, no, it couldn't be. But could it?
Oh, yeah,
Maybe.
It seems you thought of something.
Why can I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Alright, well, look at this. This is why he's pretending he couldn't see.
Sightseeing music.
So true.
I wonder.
So, we're choosing this one?
Yeah,
Take that!
Okay.
you'll see why in a sec.
That is Lamiroir. Lamiroir and Machi Tobaye. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lamiroir and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was quote-unquote blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times, Yet we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, wasn't it part of their performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That could only mean one thing.
Really?
Really, it was all the other way around. The only one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamiroir. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamiroir is she? Yes, Your Honor. Lamiroir is blind.
Blind and an amnesiac? Oh shit. That sucks.
Order, I say. This is crazy. Prosecutor Gavin.
Is it now?
Please, please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim.
The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead.
What the
Deceit is not
fuck?
vast in vain. This time, it means you have a big brain, my boy.
Oh, thank you.
He's quite correct.
But that makes no sense. But that makes no sense.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Well, since we have a
Landscape painter is sound. Yeah, landscape painter with sound, using sound to paint landscape.
Yeah,
That's her art form. So yeah, she is.
why not ask Lamiroir herself?
Yummy, right? Yeah.
Yummy. I believe she is still in the witness waiting room. Apollo, what does this mean for our case?
Don't ask me, Trucy. I had no idea she could see. Honestly, I hadn't even imagined it until now.
So she's blind. So what? That doesn't mean blind people can't have,
A gun?
jobs,
Oh.
careers.
Bear. Bailiff, bring in Lamiroir.
Actually, if she had perfect pitch, being blind would actually enhance her music. Not to say that it's a good thing that she is, but
Fair.
Lamiroir, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way, and yet I must. Please, do not be concerned on my behalf.
I'm sorry to tell you this. I have 3 minutes.
Okay, well, there's only one press statement left, so...
Okay. Those eyes. She really can't see. Really.
It is true. How funny it is that the tiny light one in the Virginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So are you.
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiroir. You know too that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lamiroir.
I see.
You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial afterwards.
What was it?
I believe I said it was unfortunate that this crime had no direct witnesses. Now, Lamiroir, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intent to deceive anyone. May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm being weird, sorry. Though I admit I'm a little lost here. I think we're all a little bit lost here, Your Honor.
Alright. Lamiroir's eyes. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. Does that include LeTouse? Or...
But this is all a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my
Then
contract.
why is my coworker contacting me?
I had no clue. I was to keep my blindness a secret no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would... She told us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing.
Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine.
But what is there left to ask?
There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me.
Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. God damn it, Klavier.
He's such an asshole. Very well. Defense may proceed.
I know, but honestly, he is leagues better in terms of being mean than most other prosecutors. Let's just wait until Spirit of Justice. However...
Be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
Good. I only want to ask one thing anyway.
Too stressful? I'm too stressed. Okay. There's only one part that bothered me. Somebody ask about that and I'll be happy.
Aww. Alright. Let's see here. And it's the last name again.
Hold it!
When you say your staff, do you include Mr. LeTouse?
Of course. He was my manager.
So he knew, and that's what's bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You are thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Shut up. Yes.
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was.
We don't need to rewatch this cutscene over and over again.
And my aunt's calling me. She's probably wondering why I'm not there. 1 second.
Yeah. So, as it turns out, he was referring to the witness.
I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll just pause here then, I guess. We're done. We've got just a little left, but since Marco has to go, I guess we're gonna leave on this cliffhanger. Let me just save here. Okay. We'll see everybody when we see you. Thank you so much for joining me and Marco as we do this. It's a shame he had to leave early, but yeah, I hope everyone will have a wonderful rest of their day and stay frosty, I guess.